is it has a set of templates and integrations. Integrations are also called as apps within the Relay platform. It is a low code or a no code platform. So anybody can quickly talk to it, ask their requirement, and it will build an AI agent to take care of the requirement. If you are not comfortable using it, you can go through the learn part of it. There are various ways you can learn this one. One is through videos, which they host it on YouTube. So whatever they have done earlier, you can refer to them. We also have live events which are conducted every week. Then there is AI Agent Academy, and within that AI Agent Academy, specifically for marketing, they have created agents. There's also community which is similar to what we have discussed earlier last week for data prep. So that was a Discord community, but here the community is on Slack. So you can be part of that. You can refer to the documentation. There's a very good documentation which they keep updating very frequently. And there's a blog about what are features they have released and comparisons with the industry. You have also other things, like if you are setting up your business and you want to hire a certified partner, you can do that here. So you can also become a certified partner yourself. So if you are equipped with Relay, you're confident of doing work, you can be registered as a certified partner so that others across the world can hire you as a person. Then there's an affiliate program. So you get about 30% of the revenue if somebody joins using your link. Then there's a change log of what all features they keep releasing and the status of the system. Because this is a cloud system, they try to maintain as much close to 100% uptime. But it generally is a bit low than that. It's 99.99, the 9995969 kind of a scenario. And at the app level, where the integrations with third parties, it is about a little less, a couple of percentage points less. So it is around 98% in the past few days. We'll go through all this. There's also a pricing. By default, you will have access to what is the bare minimum, like 500 AI credits and some steps and all. So we'll be going through that as well at the end. And so what you see here, like there are 5 different templates which are given. We'll go in detail in how each one of this is there. But if you want to do it, get your hands on, you can do it in parallel and try doing it as well. Okay. I'll just switch over to the docs so that, the brief that was given to me initially was to deploy a Python app on Relay. Whatever AI agent you have created in the previous week. But the thing with Relay is currently still the feature of AI agent, the custom coding part of it is still in it's not fully functional. So from that perspective, you have to be enrolled in the trusted tester program to go for it. So we'll just cover very few basics of Relay. Who can use it and who cannot use it, and what it is for and what it isn't for. So it can be used by anybody. You can be an entrepreneur or you can be a freelancer if you want to set up your own business and provide this service to others, or small businesses, teams within large and public companies. But most of the Relay app customers work at a small or a medium. organization, micro, small, and medium organization. And it is built for all technical capabilities. So if you are comfortable with doing custom code is specifically JavaScript in this case, and it is only for a few built-in actions for transforming the data. The other part is webhook. So if there was a service which you created in Python and you host it in a Flask or Fast API wrapper, and that is where the server is running the backend code. You can make your call from here over to there using HTTP requests, and this is how you can tie it in. Okay, and so primarily it is kind of a platform which can help you in those five templates or five use cases, if we can call it, like drafting up emails after meetings, writing briefing dossiers before meetings, repurposing content from email to LinkedIn posts, regularly reviewing your competitor content and writing reports, and qualifying leads and updating your CRM. So CRM stands for customer relationship management. And if you are thinking of doing anything which is one-off, you can probably do it better in ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or whichever you're calling. And if there is two very high frequently demand, then there are specific apps which relay themselves ask you to go to, rather than relying on them. It can do all this work, but at a very lower scale. So if you want to scale it into millions of transactions, their application would not be able to support you. Okay. And so we will be going through multiple things here. I mean, so in terms of app integrations, we'll go through that. We'll probably cover 10 different types of app integrations. We'll be also going through, 10 different agents or templates, if you can call it. So that is how we will be taking. There are a lot of ones, but we will not be covering everything in this session. It is for you to go through at your own convenience based on which is suiting your requirement. Okay. We'll first go to the first template. The first template is demo request qualifier. So it automatically qualifies sales demo requests based on the prospect information and AI analysis. So whenever there is AI analysis, it can use any of the models, LLMs. In this case, it is using OpenAI. You can switch between this, DeepSeek, Gemini, Claude, or anything else. But a few of them come free for free use, like GPT-4o and some of the other models which I've talked about. And we will go through them as well. So, to qualify demo requests, it will analyze submissions, LinkedIn profiles, and company websites against each lead and target customer criteria, and routes the qualified leads to scheduling, declines unqualified leads, and escalates uncertain cases for the human review. So whoever wants to know what is happening will also get information of what is the three decision paths which are there, which is yes, no, and maybe, and we'll be able to take a call based on what the maybe is, if it falls under the yes or no bucket. And all lead information and qualifications are recorded in HubSpot for tracking and future references. This we have talked about already. And so if you see here, this symbol is nothing but HubSpot. So if we are using HubSpot, it is already integrated into the event.app, relay.app for this template. Then it gets the requester's LinkedIn profile. And once it gets the requester's LinkedIn profile, it gets the content from the requester's company website. And then it uses the prompt. So this is where the AI is used. So in this case, this prompt, your task is to classify demo requests for an automation platform. Our target customers are mid and senior level leaders at businesses with 50 plus employees. So this is what is coming out of the box. But if this doesn't suit what you have, you can change it. You can change the prompt to what is required to you. And attached are the form responses of a sales demo requests, the requester's LinkedIn profile, and the requester's company homepage. So in some cases, if this information is not available, you can even write additional information saying that if this is not available, you can respond it is not available. So the prompt can be changed as per the requirement. And classify this demo request as one of the following: qualified, and you send the link for scheduling. So to send the scheduling link, you should have integration with your mail server. And if you are unqualified, you have to send a note politely declining that. And if you are not sure, you will send it for human review. And you have to give the reason for the decision and a summary of the requester's profile so that it is easy for them to take it forward. So this is how the prompt looks like. I mean, these are the first, second, and third are the inputs which are going in addition to the prompt. So that is the data from the previous step. And any articles you want to add, you can add them as existing knowledge that is there. And the output, how you want the expected output. So you say whether it is structured or unstructured. In this case, we are selecting structured. The template is doing that. It's a single response, and with what is the classification, whether it is qualified, declined, or unqualified, and escalated for human review. And what is the reason for that, making that classification or decision, and a summary of the requester's profile based on what was sent in both the LinkedIn profile and the company website. And so the behavior is by default it is not reviewing. A person is not reviewing the AI output, but you can change it. But if AI cannot generate a valid output, and it shows an error and notifies the run owner. So here are the paths which it is used. So based on the decision, which is the output of the AI agent, it will take one of these paths. One is qualified. Okay. The other is unqualified or not qualified or disqualified. And the third is to escalate it. Okay. So when we escalate it, it requests a decision over Slack. So this was the integration that they already have. Wherever AI is not confident of the classification between qualification or disqualification, it posts a message to a Slack channel with the prospect details and the reason it was unable to, and the LinkedIn profile for the team to review. So it is sending it over the Slack channel. The channel name is mentioned. You have to pre-select it from where it has access to. And you also send a link to whatever information that is there. So one is the reason for the escalation or reason for the ration. The other is the profile request of the summary and the profile, LinkedIn profile. Apart from the information that was already processed of the company website is here. And the additional is data requested is the, I mean, if if it is acceptable, then we need to send the scheduling link. So that is the additional data that is requested. You can even mention due dates and reminders to the human for deciding whether they want to take it forward or not. And when we are sending the scheduling link, you have access to the email server, like I've mentioned above. So you will be able to send it across. And if you are politely declining it, you have to send again, use the email, but access to the email server, but you politely decline it why you are not able to proceed at this moment. So yeah, that is the response you're sending. So you have a template for this again, where you're sending it from whoever is the step owner, or you can even have a alias like send as so and so. I mean, generally when you're getting automated email or acknowledgements, you generally have no reply at abc.com or whatever the domain is. And the to address is the email address from where the request has originated. And the subject is the demo that they have requested for. And you are responding saying that thanks for reaching out, but due to limited availability over the next few weeks, we are currently unable to accommodate. You are asking them to do a self-assessment and to go through the videos and to explore and come back with any specific questions to take it forward at a later point in time. So you are not saying a hard stop, but you are just deflecting it in the hope that they'll come back with a better thing. And once all this information is done, you log this information in HubSpot for further review. So all this information, the outputs of the AI and everything is taken care of it. So from the first template, I'll go on to the second one, which is basically social media video promotion. So it automatically promotes new YouTube videos across multiple social media platforms like LinkedIn, X, formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky, with AI generated posts. So when you have a workflow, it will keep monitoring your YouTube channel for new video uploads, and it creates engaging promotional post based on the video title and description. And after your approval, the post is published to LinkedIn, X, and Blue Sky simultaneously. And each post also includes a video thumbnail for maximum engagement. So it creates a small snippet, trailer kind of a scenario for the entire, if you consider a trailer for a movie kind of a scenario, so that they get the gist of all the major frames which are there in your video. So you just need to configure your YouTube channel details here. The integration to YouTube is already done. And once it is done, it gets the URL. I mean, the video transcript is retrieved from YouTube using the video URL, which is automatically done. Once the transcript is there, it writes a social media post using the prompt. So it retrieves the video title, the video description, and video URL. And we are requesting it to keep it under 280 characters. Primarily, this limit applies for Twitter or X. So we are trying to leverage the same information in LinkedIn, X, and Blue Sky. So whatever has the most severe restriction, we are trying to use that as the thing. Also, we are allowing it to use emoji, but not everything in emoji or most of it, because that doesn't make any sense again. And we are not asking it to use hashtags for otherwise we might not have a handle about what hashtags it is trying to put our content in for promotion. So from that perspective, we are restricting the hashtag. The example, I mean, we are giving curious about AI agents, but feeling lost in the tech jargon. Our CEO breaks down what AI agents really are in plain English that actually makes sense. And watch it here, and the link to the so this is the example. This is the summary which we wanted to create. So that is how it is going to understand. The same for LinkedIn. Want to track your LinkedIn performance? Learn how to build an automated analytics dashboard in Notion that tracks engagement, posting patterns, and top content. No code needed. So again, the link to the tutorial. So it is giving, see, watch it here and watch the tutorial. These are two different ways of writing so that you are allowing it to have a little bit of flexibility and not stick to the same template. So given the title, description, and attached transcript of a new video on our channel, write a social media post promoting it using the style of the example below. And the post will go out on LinkedIn, X, and Blue Sky. So the same thing is given here. And whether we want the output in plain text or rich text. So when we put rich text, we have all the formatting also done with bullets, bold, italics, links, and headings. So you can even do that, but that is generally used for documents, emails, and Slack messages, whereas for social media, we are sticking with plain text. You can try and switch over in your example if you want. Then we are also asking it to generate a video thumbnail. So it is doing the video thumbnail directly from YouTube itself and trying to attach that to the post for better visual appeal. And once this is available, we are trying to get the approval from our team. So the reviewer can review this. So we are sending it by email. We can have due dates and reminders and any escalations that need to happen. And once it is approved, it posts it both to LinkedIn and creating a post on behalf of the profile, whether it is a person or an organization, and simultaneously post it to Twitter or X and to Blue Sky. Okay. Moving on to the third use case, this is a meeting briefing generator. So what happens is whenever we have meetings, it goes through the recording of the meetings, gathering the context from emails, past meetings, and LinkedIn profiles. And it will also give us whom we are going to interact with. If we have any external guests, it gets triggered 4 hours before the meetings, and it collects their recent emails and LinkedIn profile and past meetings and analyzes all the gathered information for a concise briefing. So this briefing is emailed to the organizer with the key details about each guest, so that the host is prepared, whoever is coming as guest for the meeting. So it gets scheduled 4 hours before any scheduled meeting that has external guests. So it has access to the calendar. In this case, this is a Google Calendar. It has access to, and whenever the conditions are met, it gets triggered. So the trigger is specified as an upcoming event based on the calendar, which is 4 hours before the start date and time. And only triggers if it has external guests. So if it is internal guests, it will not get triggered. I mean, it will end immediately. So once the guests are there, so for each person, it selects each of the guests which are a part of that meeting invite, and the iterator ends if it is only seeing an internal guest. If it is an external guest, it will retrieve the 10 recent emails from that person or from that email. And so either it comes after 1 month or in the last 10. So it is a combination of these two conditions which is being mentioned here. And it also is looking up the last 10 recent meetings the same way it has. So whenever the last 10 meetings are being conducted, it was going to do that. And it is also looking up the LinkedIn profile. So if you see here, this is something which we'll talk about a little later. So every time you use this, it will have consumed 7 AI credits. And if additional AI request research is required, it will cost 15 AI credits. So this is why it, I mean, wherever it is trying to make use AI to retrieve some information from within the unstructured text. So that is where the cost of AI is going to hit. And once that is done, it is trying to write a meeting brief. So it is going to prepare a concise brief. This is the prompt that is being used about the external guests and any relevant context from past email exchanges or emails that we have with them. Attached are the event details of upcoming meeting. If available, the 10 most recent emails, 10 most recent meetings, and the LinkedIn profile, if it is available. And so we are asking it to keep it short and maximum of 10 bullets per meeting guest and maximum of 10 words per bullet. So 100, 10 into 10, 100 words per guest. And ignore any attendees who are or is internal. So this is their internal email domain, which is at relay.app. So in this case, if you have a different domain name, you have to replace that with yours. and the output should be sent over email. So since it is for internal consumption, we are not asking it to use any excitement or emotional emojis. And we also are asking not to include details about the meeting itself, like time, date, because we already have that information. Why waste our AI credit for that? So that same information is posted here. But since we are sending it by email, we are using the rich text format. So it has additional things like bold, italic, bullets, links, and headers as well. So the information is sent back to us saying what is the event, and briefing for that event is what would be contained here. And it will also contain the actual join link and the event link, so that we can, after going through this, we can directly join the session from here. Okay, this is the third use case. Now we'll go to the fourth use case. This is the follow-up. So once we had the meeting, we have to thank whoever is attending the meeting and any action items. So we need to send an email saying, capturing what was discussed and what are the action items and when anything is due. So that is what is happening here. So instead of manually taking notes and then trying to scribe it later, we are going to use this agent to take care of that activity. So whenever a new transcript is created in fireflies.ai, so this step monitors the fireflies.ai account. So that is where the transcript is getting stored. I mean, it need not be Fireflies. It can be whichever Zoom or other things as well, depending on where you are going to get the transcript. And it reviews the meeting transcript to determine if a follow-up email should be sent, was with a user or a customer or a prospect, and checks if there was any meaningful conversation rather than a no-show situation. So if nobody showed up and no discussion happened, it will not send anything. So the prompt used here is to review the meeting transcript to decide if the follow-up email has to be sent. And this should be sent whenever we are meeting a user, customer, or a prospect who is yet to be a user or a customer. And we should not follow up if there's no transcript. I mean, the transcript is empty or only one speaker with very limited content. Okay. And the output is sent follow up by email. And if it is ending, if there is no follow-up required, it is going to find the event and write the email draft given the attached transcript and the notes of the meeting. It is going to create a very polite follow-up message. The prompt is defined as such. And once the draft is sent, it is sent across to all the people, along with the actual recording and the transcript for their reference. Okay, this was the fourth use case. The fifth one is monthly competitor report. So, I mean, in this case, Relay.app has a list of competitors. So it is trying to see what are the new changes that were published by their competitors. So on every month, the last Sunday of every month, it runs specifying against the list of competitors. It does the web research and summarizes that with AI and sends it over for the product team to review. So from here, so the first instance is scheduled on whichever day, and it is getting repeated as the last Sunday on that month. You can change it to your own frequency. In your case, it can be yearly, quarterly, half yearly, weekly, even daily, or every hourly. So depending on what when it needs to run. Then you have a list of competitors you want to go through. You are specifying their website and their LinkedIn profile as well. And it is going through each row in the list. And for every item, it is trying to get the LinkedIn posts that were done by the company, the last 10 in the past 1 month. And it will also do a web search for the competitor. So the prompt, this is specific to Samsung or Apple. So, I mean, our company manufactures and sells smartphones. Please write a monthly competitor research report for our competitor, the name of the competitor and their website, the link to their website. Include any announcements, which is basically the competitor made about themselves in the past month, and news or articles wrote about the company in the past month, others have written. And if it is older than a month, because we are running it monthly, we don't want that information because it is no longer relevant. We already have the research from the previous run. And it is also mentioning for that purpose what is the current time or date, so that it only retrieves the relevant articles. And once that information is available, it is sent across for summarizing to the AI. That is one other reason why we are using plain text, because the formatted text doesn't help the AI in any way. And once we are giving it a role here, we are saying you are a competitive analyst and your job is to write a high quality report about on our major competitors, focus specifically on updates in the last month. So we are re-emphasizing what we are asking it to do. You have to carefully review the information on their LinkedIn posts and web research and write a report. Format it nicely in rich text using headers, emoji, etc. So once this is done, we are going to send it as an email, and we'll format the document and attach it as well. Okay. So these are not just the few templates that are there. There are lots of templates that are available which you can go through. I mean, we have covered a few of them. The meeting brief generator, the social media media video promoter, monthly competitor report, and there were others created by Relay app, like how good your resume looks like. You want to create a viral post in LinkedIn. You have a lot of RSS feeds to aggregate and read over or to summarize. These are the new ones that were recently added. To create a spreadsheet or Rolodex of contacts to whom to talk to. If you have investor updates, how do you keep track of it? If you have a non-disclosed agreement, how do you review it? I mean, these are things which others have thought it is relevant for their optimizing their work. So they have created, instead of doing it repetitively, they have created it and hosted it here. You can leverage them. You can tune it to your requirement from this template to suit your requirement. Okay. There are others as well. I mean, we have even the meeting follow-up, we have talked about it. You can even do lead enricher. You can respond automatically to LinkedIn comments. So everything that is here is already implemented. You can leverage them and you can enhance them to do more. There are a lot more as well. I'm not going into detail about them in this call. It is for you to explore. So how do you find LinkedIn profiles? These are the again apps or templates which are there. Again, I'm just skipping through this so that you know that you have very good context here. This uses Google Gemini and OpenAI. So from that perspective, you can even look them up. This is from Anthropic, the Claude equivalent of it. So LinkedIn Influencer Analyzer. So how do you check for influencers whom you are interested in? Then you have LinkedIn Hook Researcher. So it keeps track of LinkedIn hooks. And then you have person and company researcher. So this is slightly different from what we have done earlier. This uses Perplexity and Google Gemini. So the information that is here is specific to that. Then we have a sales demo request qualifier. So this is slightly different from what we have done earlier. This is using Google Forms instead of what we have shown in the template, which was done, which is the first one. I think it is called lead qualifier here. HubSpot. So this instead of HubSpot, we are using Google Forms. So this is how it is taking a response from a Google form, and it is taking that forward. Then we have LinkedIn Post Writer from Content Ideas. So it is using a mix of Anthropic and Google Sheets as integrations here. So every time a new row is added in the Google Sheet, it then gets the LinkedIn person post, and then it writes the text with Anthropic's Claude 4 Sonnet, and then it posts it back into the spreadsheet. Then we have a meeting follow-up drafter. This is something similar to what we have done earlier. This is using the Firefly's AI. Then we have a search engine optimization ranking tracker. So if you want to improve your website's search engine rank in Google search or Bing or any of the others, you can use this Relay app for doing that. Then there is a daily support issue summarizer. So if you are running a business and you are getting multiple support tickets, you will get whether an automatic summary delivered based on this. So wherever it is not resolved, you will get access to those tickets. Then you can even have a daily news tracker subject based on what you want. Earlier, this used to be sent by email as well, but you can even write your own custom set of requirements in this case. So these are all the integrations that are there. These are the applications which are already available for use, and some of them the templates were created based on this. So some of these are related to ads, some of them are AI, some of them are calendar apps, some of them are calling apps, some of them are chat and texting. For cloud storage to store whatever structured or unstructured data or insights you have generated in between or at the end for your review later. You have conferencing and webinars, customer relationship management databases, customer support ticketing systems. You have documents and presentations which you can create. You can send emails or to schedule emails or the sequencing of emails. Then you have forms to collect information. Then you have meeting intelligence to be able to create transcripts. Then you have payments, so you can take care of payment in related stuff as well. Project management, it need not be just IT project. It can be any type of project management. It can be a civil project, constructing a house or a building. It can be for recruiting purposes, recruiting for any type of skill, not just for computers, but any HR related activities. Then you have sales and marketing related apps. You have signature tools to detect signatures and to take care of signing documents electronically. And then you have tables and databases, which is similar to cloud storage, which is blob storage or unstructured, but in this case this is structured data. Okay. And so we'll go to triggers. So I mean, basically trigger is how you start your workflow with. So you start by setting up a trigger, and this is the most important part of a workflow or a use case when you get started. So we have seen multiple templates and all, so everything starts with a trigger. And once you add the trigger, you have how to schedule the run. So whether it has to be triggered manually on recurring schedule based on the timelines every month or something, or an incoming webhook. So input is coming from an upstream program or a module or the code which you have written last week in Python. That output is treated as input here, and then from that place we take it forward, or an RSS feed, or we just want to run it in a batch of say 100 events or something of that sort. Then we have event-based triggers. So whenever you can even connect to those apps, some of the examples are mentioned here, like email received in Gmail, record changes state in Salesforce, which is a CRM app, or a meeting is booked in Calendly. And based on that, you can add different options to it. So there's a trigger type where it is mentioned what type of event will activate this workflow. And then you have filters or options which we have talked about. What happens that this workflow only triggers when you want it to. And if you say any email that is received, or email received from so and so, or a specific subject or a keyword mentioned, only in that case. And you can check, do a preview of the data, so that you from the past data you'll be able to see whether the trigger is kicking off as per your requirement. Okay. And what to do when the trigger isn't working. So you just have to ensure whether the trigger is turned on or not. If the targeting event occurred before the trigger was turned on, it will only trigger the next time the event will occur. And a trigger filter is configured in a way such that you might miss the event you expected to catch. So you have to be using the preview table to catch it correctly. And sometimes it hasn't triggered yet, but it will, it will. Sometimes triggers can take some time. Even if they are called instant, it takes a few minutes to do so. You have to be careful about this first meets conditions. So this will be very crucial. This is a type which has to be caught. If it is not caught, it will not trigger. So, I mean, when I say you have to be very careful of what are the conditions or filters that you are applying, and that is how you ensure your triggers are taking care of your activity. And there are other trigger errors which you will face. So sometimes the integration is temporarily down. So I've talked about this. It is not 100%. It is a couple of percentage points lower, somewhere around 98. That is overall, but your particular app which you are talking about might be down for a longer time. So we have seen hundreds of applications. So on an overall stage, it is 98, but for your application, if it is more, you will not be seeing the data. Okay. Then we'll see actions. So once you do the trigger, you can ask it to create actions. So actions are basically what is the work that is to be done on our behalf by the app. So this is generally in terms of creating a templated document, a new spreadsheet, or a PDF. So we'll be talking more about AI actions. So I'll be skipping most of this manual actions here. Then we'll also talk a little bit about the data. So like we have seen earlier, we want to extract key information from where the trigger is extracting the information and use it to do our specific output. So every thing is mentioned as a step. So if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 10, and 11. So this is how all these are there. So all that is the step number is each, whenever we select something, it will say the step number that it created. And step 1 is always the trigger. That is where we started off. Then we also will see the logo of the app, whether it is HubSpot or Gmail or webhook. Everything will be shown, and the data type. So this is very important. So when we are extracting some information, the information that is flowing, earlier we were talking about prompts. So that was about plain text or formatted text, rich text, HTML kind of a formatting if required. Then we also have informations like numbers or dates. So it uses that to ensure that the information is passed in the same format. I mean, the input and output should match when we are connecting steps in the workflow. So the data enters from the triggers, or from find steps, or from actions, and from AI steps. So AI steps is basically to extract structured information from within the unstructured text. Okay. And we have talked about it. We have text, date, number, URL, email, file, or an app specific type like contact or a subscription. So, and this is how it is. I mean, so Gmail attachment field only accepts file types, and the scrape text from website expects a URL type. So this is how and why a data type matters. The other advantage of this is you always get the up-to-date data. So whenever you are fetching the current data from the source app, whatever is the latest record is there, gets reflected in your data. And then the way we use outputs in the workflow is we can send it down. So we can reference them using, so when we use the plus button, we see the list of entire set of data that is available. So we can pick and choose by browsing through all the data sets that are available. But if we know specifically what we are using, we can directly use the at the rate symbol and its name to type it in. So that is, if you are quickly doing it, instead of going through the entire catalog of the data, we just use at the rate and say data one, data two, data three, and all. Uh, and then we have typed inputs, which are type specific, like within that, if you want to pick data like date or a contact, so those are also taken care of. And we can also access specific fields. We can even split it, like the full name is there, which is a combination of first name and last name. We can use, when we are addressing the email, we use the first name only. So from that perspective, that information we can pick and choose and take it forward. So generally, if we can't find the data which we are looking for, it is basically the previous step is not processing it correctly. I mean, you have to scrape it, and only then when it is scraped, you would be able to pick it up. Okay. And you can also do inspection of the available data to ensure once it is running, it takes care of the correct things that are there. Uh, and there are fine steps which we have talked about, lists or arrays, to iterate through the data that is available, and will the inspecting of it as well. The most important aspect of it is the AI step. So there are three types of AI actions that are there. There are built-in actions, which are some very common things like extraction of data, summarization of the data, translation from one language to another, and transcription from voice to text. And we can also create a prompt. So we can create a step of flexible steps that can take any input and produce a desired structured output, the way we have done in those 15 examples use cases. Then you can have an agentic tool use. We'll go into this a little bigger, because that is what we are going to work on. So if you have a set of actions, what this specific thing does is it allows AI to decide which action to perform and how often, based on the set of actions we give it access to. So we will talk about this a little bit more. And the recommended, there are two main ways to connect the model to an AI step in Relay. The first is using the Relay apps AI credits. Like I said, the free access, you have about 500 AI credits. And if you go to the paid version, you get 10 times more, and probably a little more if you go to the higher tier. Or if you already have an existing, like some of you were saying, I already have an OpenAI or an Anthropic or a Gemini access, you can use that here and make the calls as well, taking it forward. So the output is emitting structured data rather than just plain text. So it can be used in other automation. And we ensure that we have to deal with errors. So whenever you face any issue in this part, you can contact support at Relay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to switch over to the newly opened tab. Okay, let me close the main page so that it makes it easier. So the agentic tool use, so we have to first go to the custom prompt AI step. So, and the other aspect of it, I'll show it at the bottom, how to enroll for the same. So we have these two use cases or two videos which you can go through at your own convenience. So this is how they detail out how you can use agent AI agent, and we have done the templated version of it. But if you want to go through the YouTube recording of the same, you can go through it here. Okay. So it comes with three AI features. One is built-in AI actions, the custom prompt, and the mini AI agents. So we have more details about this in this thing, how we create the thing, and how to use human in the loop for checking it. So this is sent across either a Slack message and take it forward. So what you see here, it currently supports a large number of models, but the 500 AI credits is included for GPT 4.0, 4.0 mini, and 3.5. You have support for others like Google, Anthropic, Grok, and Perplexity, but they are again hosted, but you have to pay for them if you want to use it. Okay. So this is the human in the loop AI output reviews. So what happens is, by default, it is no. You can change it to S always. You can also change it to if one of the output field is empty, if all output fields are empty, or if AI cannot generate a valid output. So depending on which case you get the choice and how to notify it. You can get it over email or a Slack direct message or a Slack channel. So if you are a single person, you might either want an email or a Slack DM if you have access to Slack. If you have a team support team, you might want to refer to the Slack channel. So whoever is working in that shift would be able to see and get it assigned to themselves and take it forward from there. Okay. Then it can also generate images. So you can specify what type of information that is required. It can even generate a speech. So if you give it a blob of text, it will automatically convert that. And it can even do web search like we have done earlier, and it can do MCP calls. So we'll be talking about MCP shortly. Then we have AI search and research. So it is using Google search primarily, and AI search is using Perplexity and ChatGPT. We have talked about human in the loop. Then we have, this is the information I was talking about, AI credits. So the amount of AI credits that are going to be used is dependent upon the amount of data that is there. So there are two types of way Relay keeps track of your usage. One is the number of steps, and the other is the AI credits. So by default, when you signed up, you are in the free plan. And if you sign up for, if you are a single person, you go for a professional version of it per month. or you go for a team if you have more people you want to work with to develop something and deploy it. And so what can be done with one AI credit is basically summarizing an email will typically use about one AI credit, but maybe much less than that. Scraping text from a website uses about 2 AI credits, and transcribing 1 minute of audio uses about 10 AI credits. So from that perspective, you have a inclination of how much AI credits you would be eligible for. And so the conversion chart is translated here so that it is useful for you. Like we have seen earlier, web scraping of LinkedIn is treated as 7 AI credits, and any further research, which is web scraping, is 10 AI credits. So that was what was the combination which we have seen earlier. So from that perspective, anything that is there, I mean, if you are using transcription, it is like 10 AI credits per minute or 6 seconds of audio per AI credit. So from that perspective, you already have information of in terms of how much it is. So image generation is taking a large number of it, video generation even more. So if you have more usages, you will have to accordingly take care of it. Okay. And so you can keep track of your AI credit usage. So we'll go in detail in terms of it. And additionally, there are token level limitations that are set up per provider like Anthropic Claude, Google Gemini, and OpenGPT. Since they keep varying from version to version, they are not talking too much about it, but asking us to go through their respective website to keep track of it. So this was what I was telling you a little earlier about in terms of what counts as a step, because they keep track of both the steps and the AI credits. Uh, I think it's better to take a look at the plan so that you will understand what it means. Uh, okay. So I think the plans are here. 1 minute. So this is the standard, which is free. Then you have professional if it's a single user. And if you are a team, this is it. The usage is basically like this. I mean, 200 steps per month. If it is more, 750 steps, and 2000 steps if you are a team. So that is how it is. I'll just close this because we probably would not be doing that for your project. Let me close this tab. And so you have to be careful about how many steps you want to showcase, because you have only access to 200 steps within the timeline of 1 month before you can showcase your project. And it gives details in terms of how a step uses AI credits. And when you are using your own model provider, you would not be using any AI credit. So even that is taken care of. Okay. And let's close this tab as well and go back to, we have covered agent tool. So knowledge is something which we have talked about, any existing knowledge which is peer reviewed or golden truth. We can enhance it from whatever information that is coming from the large language model. We have talked about it earlier. So it can consume Google Drive files like docs, slides, or spreadsheets, or box files and Dropbox files. So you can use that information, and it can use, there are different use cases again here, like similarity search, literal search, how to read a file, and all that. We also have a set of prompt templates in addition to what, like extracting invoice details from an email, then to classify and summarize incoming customer support emails, how to extract action items and summarizing meeting notes, how to extract event details from a website for upcoming webinars. Uh, all these prompt templates are also there. The more important thing is how to write your or tailor your prompt. How do you set the stage? So you first define it with the role, and then give it examples, and you try to run it a couple of times and see how the responses are turning up, and is there any changes that you need to do before you run it again. And always try to do one single thing in a prompt, not to do multiple, so you can schedule output of one as input for the next prompt. So that is where you break it up and create intermediate variables to store that values, and take it forward from that place. You can also try a variety of use cases before you can settle on a particular thing. So the idea in this cases, sometimes you might have tested 10 different use cases to feel it satisfies and performs consistently. And sometimes models also matter. Models come in with some expectancies, but over time they get uh, overtaken by newer versions of the same provider or a different provider. So based on that, you have to take your work forward as well. And you have to look at the confidence score, and also you can also bring a human to do take care of that. And if you are doing anything specific, you have prompt engineering specific to Anthropic or OpenAI, you can check those additional prompt writing resources to tailor it. It can even do audio transcription from audio or video. So MP3, MP3 wave, MP4 audio are all audio specific. MPEG, MP4, MPGA are the video specifications of it. And based on that, the Whisper's transcription quality will be varying based on when we say quality, what is the rate at which it is done. Then we have MCP. MCP are advanced features. So this is model context protocol coming from Anthropic. The MCP servers can be created in Relay app to use other AI tools like Claude or Cursor. You can connect an agent with remote MCP servers. You can even call specific tools in MCP on those MCP servers using the Relay app workflows. So we have a client we can do. So what we do is set up a client, so we will be able to connect to the server. So this is a client server architecture which is being taken, where it will help you choose which is the model which you want to take care of. There are additional built-in actions like transformation of the data, creating constants, searching Google, scraping text from a website, custom HTTPS requests, and custom JS code. So Relay doesn't support Python, but it only supports JavaScript. So if you want to run some JavaScript custom code to do data transformations, you can do that as well here. Okay. And then we have talked about flows. So we have paths, what to do, what not to do, and how to take it forward. All that information is defined here. How to add paths to an existing group, and how to do paths within paths. So if it is multiple if then else things, and how we can merge paths and see how we can take it forward as well. Then we have human in the loop steps. I mean, there are approvals, data inputs, tasks, and path selection again. So we have covered it earlier. It can come in the form of Slack notifications or emails, and we would be considering all the information that is there. So if it is based on the AI output review, we have also shown how to customize that, how to review that AI output. And we can also have roles, and we can use them in automation as well. And so everything that is created follows something called as a workspace. So within the workspace, we create folders, and that is where the workflows are created. So whatever template we were talking about were in terms of these folders, and the every folder, you can even create an org chart of it. So you can create a folder for your sales, one for marketing, one for HR, one for operations, one for production, and all that. And we can collaborate between workflows as well. So we can do that. And we'll once the workflow is there, we can set up runs and get the output of one to trigger the subsequent ones. Then we have workflow templates in addition to the templates that we have seen earlier. And how do we import the template? It is talked about here, and we can even export. So if you run into the limit, you're doing a complex use case for your capstone project, you can even export it and then save it, and then create one more account using one more email, and then import it and take it forward from there. You also keep track of your step and AI credit use in your workspace. Then you have what are based on the plan you are selecting, you might have some billing. Uh, if you are an organization or you're working with a client, you might want to integrate it with their single sign-on. So this helps you in doing it. Then how do you share accounts, and how to change your email address from one to the another. So these are the app specific frequently asked questions. Out of the hundreds of them, some of them have been mentioned here. And this is where I was talking about. I mean, this is the so agents are currently a feature preview. These are not rolled out. So you have for a select number of trusted trusters only. And if you would like to enroll, you have to fill up this Google form. So if you go to docs.relay.app/agent/agents, that is where you would be able to access it. Okay. And any questions you have, we can take it.
Yes, sir. So I request my team to keep the chat open so that students, please, this is the time. Ask your questions to sir. The chat is open for you all. I can see one question, sir. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, let me look at it.
Yes.
Yeah, which question is that?
Sir, it has come from Rahul Raman, saying, sir, if one can make a complete AI agent with proper integrations and web hooks using their only own custom code hosted on a cloud platform like AWS, I cannot pronounce that, sir. I think something as your functions, containers, etc., and have options, and also have no code or low code options of using platforms like Relay app to create agent and have them running, then which one would be preferred?
So the preference is depending on how, because when you say AWS Lambda, Azure Functions, containers, they also come with their own set of costing or limits in terms of usage. So if we are doing it for your own self and you have a student account, it would be treated differently. And if you are working for an organization, uh, it would be treated differently. So the limitation that I see here in relay.app is for it to make any meaning. I mean, if you want to run it very frequently, the platform is giving you a breadth or a variety of choices. But if you want to run it, you have to spend some amount to be able to do it. So whether that is coming from what is those tool set which you are using. I mean, if you are comfortable with AWS, go with AWS, or with Azure, go with Azure, or Google GKE containers, or whichever it is, or IBM has its own, Oracle has its. Uh, and Relay is basically a platform for whatever. I mean, it is tailored. You can even create your own relay.app kind of a business. I mean, if you understand this, so there is some amount of custom code which you can write, so that you should be able to run the requirements from others and send it. You can at the background use some Hadoop platform or AWS or Azure, and the front end will be taken care of yours. So from that perspective, you would be taking care of it.
I hope this has addressed your queries, Rahul. Yes. So, sir, I have another question coming. Can you fully prepare and process from scratch as an example? As we know now, logic behind this, but can it be changed and a practical approach is much appreciated? Nihal Prasad has written, sir.
Yeah, you're encouraged to do that. I mean, all that is there in the template, like we have done it in last week, is something which is going to run end to end, and you have to tie it to your own account. In this case, I cannot. This is my official laptop. I cannot use personal Gmail or Microsoft accounts here. So from that perspective, I could not show you what can be done, but you are encouraged to do that. I mean, you all in the template, I've given you examples where you have to feed your email, where you can change your prompt. So all that are based on your own requirement, with whom you are interacting with, your friends or family members or relatives. You take one of their use cases and try to come up with how you can solve it as a proof of concept. It need not run entirely, but for your to gather confidence and to showcase your work to whoever you are going to showcase as part of your recruiting process, or to set up your own business. So from that perspective, this is a very better way. I mean, you need not write too much of code. Anybody these days, because of AI, are able to quickly develop their business idea. You just interact with it in natural language, and it does most of the work for you. I mean, once you demonstrate that skills, you can become one of these like consultants. You can set up your own. Couple of you from the same institution can become an agency or consulting if and take it forward as well. I mean, you can even get certified and take it forward. And there are a lot of how to guides as well. I mean, you can everything that is there. I mean, whatever you want to get into is available here already. So from that perspective, it is something similar to how, I mean, you have seen, right? Joho or other platforms. So you have to think about it in that perspective. So you will get all the integrations. Most of the data entry is intuitive. You will have AI to help you with the deep data understanding. It can always summarize or extract key informations. And you also have, uh, I mean, whenever something happens, it runs, it gets triggered, or it can even do multiple runs in parallel. So instead of doing it at every time, you can even batch it together so that you can save costs. So all that is possible.
So there are more questions. So can
Mm.
you see the chat box? Like,
Yeah.
so about trigger, to explain them about trigger in simple words they're asking. And yes, that is the question we have for now.
So if you go to the templates, what we have here, and we click on view template, everything that starts off is a trigger. The starting point of the first step in a workflow is a trigger. So uh, this is how we are setting it up. I mean, in this case, the trigger is run when an event is upcoming, and that is defined based on the email, which is a Google calendar, the primary calendar. So you might have multiple calendars. Which calendar you have to specify, and when is it run? It is run at 4 hours before the start time. So this is the conditions that are given in this particular case. Additionally, there are optional filters we can select as well. So in this case, we have created a filter called has external guests, and if it is there, only then it will run. So the combination of that will keep changing based on who and when. I mean, every trigger, if we go to the next one, uh, so the social media video promoter. So this happens whenever there's a new video posted on the YouTube channel. So you have your own YouTube channel which you have registered for, and that YouTube channel URL you are giving here. And whenever that in that YouTube channel, a new video gets posted, that URL is extracted, and from there it is taking it as the trigger or the input for it. So the same with the monthly competitor report. So here, instead of the trigger is based on time. Every month, the last Sunday of that month, we are doing this monthly report for the last 10 uh, incidents that or posts that were created either in their LinkedIn posts or the 10 posts that were written about in the news by others on behalf of this company. So there, the type of I mean, if I go back and go to the documentation part of it. So if you see here, there are webhook triggers. So based on a custom HTTP request, it will trigger. So whatever is the output of that HTTP call, will result in triggering the workflow that we are creating. The other is a mail hook, which we have just seen. Then there's a manual trigger. So in this case, we just manually trigger it. It is not run at any schedule, but whenever we want to, we run it manually. Then we have the schedule. We have given an example of it. Or we have a batch. So we, instead of running trigger once, trigger some other thing, we allow all the requests to come in a batch, and say batch of 10 or batch of 100 or something, and then it will run. Then we have RSS trigger, which RSS feeds, which I've talked about. I mean, these are basically news feeds that keep coming in, and that is how we keep triggers. So the triggers will take you through to take care of actions, and actions are done on the data that is there. And we since you'll have complex data, you divide it into multiple steps, so that you fine tune your data point, so that you act on it accordingly. And instead of manually doing that, you can also use AI to help you in this regard. So from that perspective, you use prompts or custom AI agents, or mini agents, as it is being called. And there are few built-in actions which helps you in transforming the data, and to be able to create some hard-coded values or constants. You also have examples of searching Google or searching a website, and making custom HTTP request, which is the primary. It can be also be a primary trigger or a subsequent trigger. And we can also run custom code using JavaScript, not Python at this point in time. Then you have decisions, which are basically paths. You have loops, like for loops or while loops, where it is basically iterating through the data points that are available in that list. If multiple data are retrieved by the trigger, you just go through it. Then you generally wait for something to process or act upon. There are also wait steps. So then you have sequences. You also have human in the loop. So primarily wait steps are not just human in the loop, are similar to wait steps, but instead of waiting for a predetermined time, you are waiting for the human to give the output or the decision, whether to proceed or not to proceed. And the workflows are basically different versions of, or different uh, business use cases which you want to take care of, and you want to organize them in folders, depending on which organization, like a HR department, a sales department, a marketing department, a production department, an inventory management department. So how do you take care of it? And workflows are then executed or run. Then we have talked about templates. We have started templates bring together multiple apps to create a business use case, which you can do. You can even import a template or export a template from the use case that you have done. And you have to keep track of your step and AI credit usage, so that you won't hit the limit in case of a free plan. Or if you go for a professional plan, just ensure that you have the required billing setup. I think it's about $20 per month. And how to change your email address if you are switching from one to another. Okay.
Sir, there are more questions.
Yeah.
Uh, so, sir, here students have one have asked where we use Relay app and why we use this. Um, sir, can I read out the questions for you, or
Yeah,
should
yeah,
you
you can.
will you? Okay, sir. Sir, another question is, sir, what about the job preparation for why company hire me? Company have GPT, Gemini, etc. How to prepare early days to be make place in the future with AI? And there's another question: how did you use prompt engineering to get the desired output from the AI model? And for making a AI agents, do we have to rely on this kinds of app? How is Relay different from similar tools or apps in the market? Yes, this much.
Okay. Let me showcase 1 minute. Let's go back to the main page. So if you come here at the bottom, you have the alternatives that are being talked about. So there are Zapier, Make.com, Pipedream, Bardeen, Workato, IFTTT. So these are basically some of the competitors that are there to Relay. Uh, Even if you go to Azure or AWS, Google, IBM, Oracle, or any other cloud, you see a marketplace. Apart from the standard out of the box resources which are being made available, you also have services which are being offered by other companies or persons. So, from that perspective, this is kind of a marketplace that is created for micro, small, and medium enterprises. So, who have employee strength less than 500. Micro is generally less than 10 or 15 or 20 employees. Uh, Small is somewhere between that to 50 or 100. I mean, so we can say single digit, double digit, and triple digit. It's micro, small, medium enterprises. So from that perspective, that is where this is targeting. Uh, you can The main advantages here is you already have a lot of templates for use cases that were created by either a Relay or whoever is showcasing their talents to become a certified partner or an affiliate, saying that I have the confidence of taking or implementing this for a particular use case. So that is where it is helping. Uh, and if you are able to demonstrate and say, this is how I have done it, you would probably, I mean, trying to do it across all the cloud service providers might take time and cost. So if you have access to one of it, stick to one which you have access to, and see how you can demonstrate your learning or potential, and make it a winning use case for yourself in terms of what are the changes that you have done. You first run it based on what is existing, and then change it to suit the requirement which you can think of, or you have a business use case from somebody in your friends, family, or relatives. Or you can even go to your neighborhood, ask how you can help them out. I mean, you probably have a shop nearby, and they need to take care of some ordering or some of the information. If you have a relationship with them, you are probably going to them since you are a child or something of that sort. Or if you are a hostler, you are taking care of mess or meals or something. You can think of something which would help not just yourself but others. When if something is automated, that additional time would help them to concentrate more on their unique selling proposition, USP. So the USP of mess is to be able to make food which is palatable, right? So they don't bother too much about the other stuff. So you can come up with how you can help them out. So that is how you showcase your learning or adaptability or your skill. so that you can take it forward. Did this address everything, Tanmita?
Yes, sir. I think there are one more question I think we have. Why are we using relay? Again, similar question, I think. Please clarify. Can't understand previous. We learned to make an AI agent. How are they linked? Yes, sir, this one. And there's another one game, sir. Um, uh, sir, sir, I'd like to know how exactly do these agents end up being built and implemented in reality? Like how exactly do they become application that can actually drive a car for you or assist you on your phone? That's the two questions, sir, we have.
So what you do on relay.app would not help you in actually driving the car or assisting you on the phone. It will help or doing extensive coding. I mean, there might be small use cases going forward for that as well, but if the business can do with just talking to it, it can take care of it, right? From that perspective, you have to see.
Sir, I think uh, we are done with answering questions. Um, so, students, is there any more questions you have? See, here I want to say something to the students that see, all your recorded classes will be shared, right? So you can go through that, and if you still face such any issues, then you can contact us, reach out to us, and we'll look into it. Okay, so we have another question. Does it only for business or company only?
No, it can be used for a single person in their personal capacity as well.
So students, if you don't have any more questions, then uh, okay, if you have no more questions, if your doubts are clear, then we can move ahead. Okay, I can see thumbs up. Sir, I think their doubts are clear. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, you have more slides to continue?
No, that's all. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
who and what, the basic question is addressed here itself in
Okay, sir.
box.relay.app. They can go through it again.
Okay, sir. So, yes, we will be sharing. We have shared already the recorded classes of Masterclass 1, 2, and this also we are going to share. And sir, it was a very great session we had with you. The practical knowledge that the students have gained, and if I think it is going to help them in their assignments in the near future as well, sir. And sir, I thank you so much for being with us in these two masterclasses, and I hope you be with us in our upcoming PBLs as well, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable sessions. And sir, I hope if students feel anything, any issue, anywhere, any doubt, I think we can reach out to you for that, sir. If there's any.
Yeah, I'll check and revert in that case. And thank you for the opportunity on behalf of IBM you have given. If not, we'll see if somebody else can help you out, help the team out as well.
Yes, sir, sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. You can sir drop off if you want to.
Yeah.
Then I will connect with the students regarding their assignments, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sanmita. Have a great day and all the best to
Mm.
the students as well.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, students. Yes, please don't spam the chat box, Jatin. We have seen, I have also responded to the messages about the learning plan form. Yes, we wanted to give you the weekend to work on that, and we didn't want to like make it I knew that students were still learning, completing their learning plan, so we wanted to give them 2 days of like time to complete it during the weekends. And yes, today we will be sharing the submission form after this session. And I request my team members, first of all, because they are eagerly waiting for the attendance link. So, yes, please share the attendance link with them. I am also sharing in the chat box. Please wait for me. Okay, team, can you share in the chat box? Like, I'm finding it a little difficult to share here. Somebody share the attendance link here in the Zoom chat box as well and in all WhatsApp groups. Please, first you fill your attendance form, students. Then let's talk about the assignment. And right, so do that. And I encourage all of you also to, like, if you know your friends who have like attended the session but due to many reasons they could not attend the master class one or two, please encourage them to like complete the learning plan, go through the master classes, right? And also so that they can work on their assignment. So now let's come to the assignment. So your final date of submitting your assignment is on 30th December. Okay. So your project is basically you have to design and build a complete AI agent using Python. Okay. And you have to like demonstrate or display interactivity, automation, and submit the whole thing as a PPT. Okay, you can submit your code also, embedded link if possible. And you can, so that you can help show your presentation beautifully in the PPT. In a PPT format you need to create it. Okay, more information on this assignment will again be shared in all the WhatsApp groups. Don't worry about it, but this is what you need to work on as your assignment. This will be your project, and you need to like, we will share the submission link of this final project and assignment on 27th and 28th. Okay, but you need to we will share the link on 27th or 28th, but you need to finally submit it on 30th. So 30th of December, by 30th of December you need to complete your assignment. Okay, so that's why I was requesting all of you to like get done with your learning plan, because you have got enough time to work on your learning plan. And once you are done with your learning plan, now you have all the time to work for your for on this assignment. Okay, so like have you understood about the assignment? No, no, no. Riddhi, learning plan date will not be extended anymore. Today we will be sharing the link. Okay. So today you need to try to complete it by today and then submit. Okay. Don't delay it much. And badge submission form. Badge you don't have to submit. Badge you need to claim it. Okay. And the process has been shared in the orientation as well. So I request all of you to like go through the orientation once. If you still have any doubt, it has been shared there beautifully. Badge you need to claim. Certificate, the final completion certificate of your learning plan needs to be shared today. If you are done completing it, if not, then complete it by today anyhow. You have got enough time to work on your learning plan, right? So submit it by today. Also, yes, definitely. Today's recording will also be shared. Don't worry. If you have faced any kind of network issues, it's fine. You can look into the class once again, go through the class. Yes, submitted by, we will share the link today. I hope those who have not or still your, if your learning plan is still left to complete somewhere, some part, I request you to complete it by today. Okay, and by tomorrow first half you need to like submit your learning plan. Then we are going to close the form on the second half, that's for sure. So like work on your learning plan, because we were supposed to send on 28th of December the link, but we have extended it. We didn't want you to like take too much load, so as you were attending your master classes also thoroughly, so we have extended. So today after this session we will be sharing the form link. I hope you all will complete it by today, and those who have completed, please submit the form. Okay, upload the certificate, final certification. Yes, Justin. You can type your question in the chat box. You can make on your own. There's no particular topic we have given, it's just the assignment. You can work on it, and more details will be shared in the WhatsApp groups. Okay. Learning plan last date has extended, Riddhi. So it was on 21st of December, but today we are going to share the submission link form. I'm taking the questions, students. Still, until what time the form of learning will be closed, ma'am? Tomorrow, second half, we will close it. So by first half, you have time to like submit your learning plan. But we are definitely going to like close the form on the second half tomorrow. Okay, that's for sure. So you need to complete it by today. No, no. So today you need to like work on it, and like we will share the link. Today you can submit it by tomorrow. Yes, final certificate is applied AI. The learning plan, the heading that will only show in your final certification. Okay. Okay, ma'am, can we submit by end of tomorrow? No, we will close the form. You have got enough time, right? You got 2 weekends to work on. It was not too much, like too hard also. It was very easy. So I hope you can complete it by today. We won't be extending it much, students. I advise you to complete it by today. Yes, definitely. That's not and this is not just it that I'm just sharing the assignment here. I will share it. We will be sharing in details about the assignment in all your WhatsApp groups. But this is what you need to work on. That's what I was trying to like explain it to you, that you need to design and build a complete AI agent using Python. Okay, and demonstrate display interactivity automation, and you do all of that in a PPT format so that you can explain your presentation, your project, your presentation in a beautiful way, so that one can read. When we are going to evaluate, we understand how you have worked on this. Okay, how you have created, right? So you can share the like submit the code, or if possible you can share the embedded link also. And your presentation should be in such a way, like in a PPT format, that we can easily understand what you have worked on, right? So that is your assignment, and more will be shared in the WhatsApp groups. Don't worry. If you need to submit it first half, means till 1 o'clock you have time. Yes, shared already. More will be shared in the group, and we will get certificate. Once you are done submitting your learning plan completion today, then you are submitting your assignment properly. We will evaluate, and then you are getting your final certification. So this two steps, two deliverables, which is your learning plan submission and your assignment submission, is very important for you to get your final certification. Please remember that. That's what why I'm saying this again and again, that you need to complete these two steps so that you get your final certification. No, no, no. Learning plan is different. Assignment is different. Assignment, I have shared it with you all now. Learning plan is the link that we have shared. Those, if I feel like there are some students who are who have maybe joined today only, so you won't get the idea what is learning plan. You need to go through the orientation. Do it, go through orientation, go through masterclass 1 and 2 and this masterclass as well, so that you understand what you need to work on. Okay. Yes, definitely. The time is already 8:10, 8, like 6:10 already. So let's wrap up the session. More will be shared in the groups. So I hope you all have submitted your assignments. Sorry, assignments. I'm so sorry. Like your attendance form, you have submitted your attendance form, and yes, go through the master classes. I request all of you to go through the master classes. If you have any doubts, like you feel like this is where I'm not understanding, please go through it. You might understand, or certain questions might also come up. Okay, this is where you are not understanding, right? So you can reach out to us, then we can help you with that. So before that, you go through the master classes. Okay. Sir has only shared the link, so we have shared the link with you. Nothing more has been shared by the speaker to us. If he shares anything in by today or tomorrow, we will definitely share it with you. We want you to work on your assignment like smoothly, right? So till now, nothing has been shared apart from the link. So that we have shared in all the WhatsApp groups. Okay, I request my team here to share the latest WhatsApp group link, please. I see students are asking for a group link, so please kindly share it here. See, Rahul, this has been shared already. I want you all to be little focused when I say that your final certificate will only you will get only when you will submit your learning plan, your assignment. Then you are finally able to get your final certification. I see so many emojis. Yes, yes, like you need to work on this assignment, create AI agent, then explain everything in the PPT, like how did you do it, the codes and everything, okay? The problem statement or anything, okay? Once you are done submitting your assignment, then we need a little bit of time to evaluate it. You all are so many, like there are so many students, like we want little time to evaluate your assignment, then you will definitely get it. Okay, so the link has been shared here, WhatsApp group link. Please join. Anyone who is still not a part of